Hey gamer, how's it going today? So as everybody knows, Forza Horizon 5 is just a couple months away from being released. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited. And I think that's the reason I've been grinding Forza Horizon 4 so much. Because as it gets closer, just getting more and more excited. So with that being said, this video is about 5 things that Forza Horizon 5 probably won't have. The first thing I wanted to talk about would be lighting effects. The reason I'm talking about this is because Need for Speed, for example. No, I'm not saying that game is good, and I know they don't have nearly the cars, and the driving is just terrible. But I do like the customizable features of that game. I do like that you can have neons and different colored headlights. And I'm referring to Need for Speed Heat. And it is 2021, and neons are coming back. I don't care what anybody says, but it is a thing. They are more and more popular, whether it's on bikes, trucks, cars, show cars, street cars, doesn't matter. They're back. And one of the reasons I don't think Playground Games would add this in is because they would actually have to go in and build these lights from the ground up to each car individually, and these games are known for the huge car selection that they do have. So to do that, I'm not sure how hard it would be or how long it would take, but it's probably just not worth it for them. I do think it would be a super cool feature for at night because a lot of people like to have car shows. Because in my opinion, there's like 4 different types of players that play this game. You got the people that like to race on the highway, race at the drag strip, or you got the people that like to drift around, tandem, or just drive on the street like I do. Then next, I think you got the people that actually play the campaign and complete the campaign, as I have never completed the campaign. I got far enough in it, started making some money, and really never played any more of it. I do participate in that festival playlist and Horizon events, but and then you have the people that like to cruise around and do car meets, and I think those are really fun. I think it'd be a really cool feature to see neons at a night show, at a huge car meet or huge car cruise. It lets me see more of how people like to build their cars or more of what their dream cars would want to look like with the colors. It lets people be more creative, and I think it looks better for photos. But like I said, I do not think it will probably be in this next one. But the second thing I would like to talk about would be custom interior. Because let's be honest, who wouldn't want to get in this Supra and put in some bride seats with some Takata harnesses or some glow ship gauges? Not only would it make it look cooler, but it would show people's character and creativeness and follow more of their color scheme or more of their dream build. And one of the reasons I think they haven't put this in once again would be because they would pretty much have to build these cars from the ground up again, as they do have a huge selection, and it'd probably take them too much time and effort in order to actually get that into the game. Because they could probably get it on a few cars, but there might be some cars out there where they just have trouble with, and at that point it'd probably feel incomplete. And there's an example for that, and that would be painting calipers. This game was actually supposed to have painted calipers in the beginning. There is a few cars that you can't actually do that to currently, but you got to do it a special way. And like I said, not all cars have that option. So at that point, it feels incomplete and not done right. And that's probably a reason why we won't see interior customization in the future. But with that being said, I do believe that painted calipers will be a customizable feature in Forza Horizon 5. But the two things we have talked about so far, probably not going to happen, as they just have a too big car selection, and Playground Games probably just don't want to acknowledge that part of it. One of the biggest requested things would be window decals. There is just a few selection of cars actually in this game that have window decals like this. Even if I try to go paint this car, it deletes all these decals. If I try to paint the wheels or change anything colored on this car, it actually takes off all these decals. This, I do believe, may become a thing one day, as it is not as crazy as custom interior or lighting effects for that matter, as they already do have vinyl, and it'd kind of be similar to like painting your calipers. But I think it'd be really sweet if you could add custom decals as well to the windows, as I am a car guy in real life and I do have sponsors, and I think it'd be really cool if I could add my sponsors to the actual car that I own inside the game. It would give it more of a featured look, and it's more personal at that point. So this actually may become a feature, but probably not in this next one. Maybe when they upgrade to their next engine, but for now I do not think this will be in the next Forza Horizon either. Another cool feature that they could add, but probably wouldn't be, would be able to change your car tuning on the fly. And what I mean by that is, if you see this quick chat right here, if I say nice car or whatever, that's an option where I can chat. It'd be super awesome, and a fan actually thought about this, which would be to be able to basically change some of your settings right here on the street. So, for example, if I could put trash control on right now without having to go into the settings, because I don't know if you, about you guys, but doing certain speed traps, it's just better to put on trash control due to weather conditions or just the location of where it's at, because I actually do play manual with clutch, and there's a lot of times where I would like to go automatic for a certain car or put trash control on to do certain things. Or if also with the assisting, if they did add something like that in the future, if you could change your exhaust sound, like your tone of your exhaust by the car, maybe going left to right for a higher or deeper tone, maybe more like for your JDM cars, like Japanese cars, you can make it like, I guess, backfire more, like a snap crackle pop tune or something like that. I think that'd be super sweet. But this is probably outstretching it too far for the meantime. But if we get enough people talking about it, maybe we can get this added one day. Cause I think that'd be really cool to put on ABS, traction control, automatic. You know, change some settings right here on the spot, so you don't actually have to change in the settings. My final subject would have to be air suspension, or I guess more lower cars. If we talked about all them other features already and added in air suspension, this game would be on a whole nother level. Because air suspension is actually functionable. Now that's not just for driving down the street, but in racing in general. Some rally racers even use air suspension. And it'd be really sweet to drive around, go to a car meet, and we just show up and air out. I think that'd be a really sweet feature. And I think photos, videos, and just the community in general would have a more entertaining time with something like that, as we have not seen something like that yet. Obviously, I'm not sure what kind of work they would have to do, but once again, they would probably have to rebuild these cars from the ground up, and that's probably why this and a lot of these other features just won't be added to the next game. Like I said, maybe in the future when they have their next engine built, but for now, I do not think so. But before I end the video, I would really just want to add a bonus one real quick, and that would be music. Adding in custom music. Because me, when I play most games, the first thing I do when I load up a game is I mute the music. I'm not a fan of it, or I'll listen to my own music in the background, or something of that nature. But if you could add in your own music, or share music from, say, maybe my friend had a playlist on here or something and I wanted to listen to it while driving, get me all hyped up for, some crazy drift I'm about to try to go achieve or something. They used to actually have this in Forza Horizon 3. You had to download a certain app and it was possible. But one reason they probably do not have it currently is because it is 2021 and everybody wants to get paid, so the licensing and copyright is probably just so expensive. But it might be a possible thing in the future, or if they can find an app or something to allow it, maybe through Spotify or something like that, they can make a contract with. I think everybody would enjoy something like that, of course, because it is obviously super requested by the community. But if you did enjoy this video or like this content, please consider liking and subscribing, as I'm going to continue to do Forza Horizon 4 content until the game releases, and then once Forza Horizon 5 does release, we're going to be doing a lot of content. So it'd be super dope if you could help grow the community and be here when the release comes out, as I will try to be here as much as possible for you guys. But I do appreciate it, and I hope you have a good day or night whatever time you're watching this, and thank you.